Hi everybody, not since Dimash dropped the single, the Japanese single, in Kinyadi some time ago, have I been so excited about a song. This particular song, The Story of One Sky, has captured the imagination of American radio stations everywhere throughout the country. Now, sometimes it takes you to be years in a business, and then suddenly you have one song that just resonates with people, and it's so beautifully delivered, as always with Dimash. And in my top 10, 6 reactions remain the top of the pile for this year. Now, mine was a brand new channel this year. I've now surpassed 5,000 subscribers. I'm growing and growing organically all the time. Don't forget to like, comment on this particular reaction as well, and make it in the top 10 as well with your help. I hope it does, because yesterday I had spoken about this particular artist, and where maybe a year, 2 years ago people would say, I haven't heard of him, whom is he? And I said, he's a very famous Kazakhstan performer artist, Dimash. Oh, I think I've heard of him. So I brought them up on my phone on YouTube, and they went, no, I'm not too sure of him. 1 year later, I was sitting yesterday, a couple of weeks after doing my latest reaction, and suddenly a few girls were talking about him and a few guys on one table. And I said, I adore this artist. They said, you've heard of him? I said, yeah, I have a music channel, blah, blah, blah. And they all subscribed, thank you, and hello to you all. And they know who I'm talking to. And I have my coffee ready in advance for The Story of One Sky, because they brought it to my attention. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to wake up, make my coffee, sit and react. I have read the lyrics and already I'm choking up, because on 3 occasions this artist has brought me to tears emotionally, simply because of the power of what he delivers and the lyrics he sings. This is the live version. I'm so delighted. I've already made a special thumbnail to attract a lot of people to this video, because I want people outside my subscribers to really take on board the power of his performances, his magnetism with how he is able to convey, even if you don't understand the language, the lyrics of each song, simply because he's uniquely unique. I have the lyrics. I never disturb the performance. It is 6 minutes long, everybody. That's why my coffee is ready. And I will tell you my interpretation afterward. People of this channel know I give always an outside interpretation of the lyrics straight after. I'm already looking forward. Take it away. The biggest male artist I have on my channel at the moment, Dimash.
Орындалатын шығарма бір аспан тағдыр деп аталады. The Story of One Sky. Сіздердің комменттеріңізге
Can't believe what's happening at all. My persuasive, really beautiful. We are the ones we know, 'cause we got that light to the secret one that gives us billions of hearts, billions of cells and souls and dreams, billions of lives. Shouldn't ever do those as we're lost for this world. For all that to share again, love to share again, the love that shares, love to live again. We have passed the moment of imagine what it can be. We have to stay.
That was the story of One Sky. Absolutely phenomenal live performance of the song. I have to say, every time I just sit back and I just don't know what more I could say about this incredible guy. But as always, as a musical reactor, I'm reacting to the music as well. It reminded me of two things. First of all, what jumped out at me during his, let's say, more subtle performance of the song in the beginning was he's almost like the male version of a person he has sang with on numerous occasions. And I have a reaction with him and this person I'm going to mention. It was very reminiscent in his tonality of his voice of Lara Fabian. Honestly. And what came to my mind was Lara Fabian sang a French song, Ancré, or something similar. And it just the tonality, and I thought, wow, he's like the male version. But then the rock element towards the end surpasses everything, because what hit me was I have never been impacted quite like Michael Jackson's Earth song ever until I saw this. Impacted in a good way, because the Earth song was about the destruction of the earth. It was about getting together, everybody, and come on, let's save the earth. And here he wants to save mankind. Straight to the lyrics. I've only got a couple of minutes, so I don't want to dwell too much, but absolutely breathtaking performance, Dimash. As always, you deliver. First one, can't believe what's happening at all. Piper's crazy. We're bound to fall. We are the reason we are causing all that pain. To the sacred room that gave us life. Billions of hearts, billions of cells and souls and dreams. Billions of lives shouldn't ever turn to senseless horror. Did you notice in the video towards the end there was the firing of nuclear weapons, and that is very reminiscent of what's going on in the war with the Ukraine and Russia. We have to bring that in to these lyrics, because he said billions of lives, billions of cells, billions of souls, billions of dreams shouldn't ever turn to senseless horror. And we're on the verge of craziness at the moment. We need calmness, we need healing. And for Dimash to have a parallel in his video, which he'd seen there, of the walking of Christ through the desert and the falling of him, and then it's a depiction, in my eyes, it doesn't matter what religion you are, but that's what I saw. Climbing that mountain that we all climb in life, through our hearts, through our prayers, through our wishes, just bring peace and love. We want to rear our families. We don't want our world destroyed. And that's why the impact of this video has had such a profound effect. And not since Michael Jackson's Earth song have I felt like that. And I felt at last a performer of worth that's delivering a strong biblical, and the different elements of, you had the guy reading the Quran, you had the symbolism of cross for Christianity, you had the Catholicism viewpoint, all in one video, reaching out to billions of people he was doing. And I can see why America has taken this song to heart so much on the radio, because in America there are so many multicultural religions, and they're all relating to Dimash's song. He continues, so tears and blood won't follow death. They should flow with tears of life. Amen, Dimash, amen to that. With blood of birth they flow. I think that's self-explanatory. He goes on to verse 3. Last chance is here. Can we balance on the edge of fiery grave? Our future, is it possible to save? I feel it can, through people like yourself, Dimash. Through prayer, we can save this world. We can believe that karma will come. and save mankind. I don't believe that antagonism, which happened in the beginning towards the motherland, and then the craziness of, I'm just going to say it in a non-political way, the politicians not being able to agree and always disagree. I just feel karma will come through prayer and songs like this to wake us up and say, like Michael Jackson with Earth Song, let's save this bloody planet that we live on. We've so much to live for. So it continues. So when our crazy pipe is failing, we decide to stop the trailing. We decide to follow the light. We are making final turn to right. We are choosing life. We are choosing life. Yes, we are choosing life. Life over death. Amen to that. It continues, learn to share again. Learn to share again the love, not shares. Learn to live again. We're past the moment of imagine. World is the feast. Do we have to starve? No, we don't have to starve in a world full of plenty. Do you know, everybody, statistical facts are this, that we are living in an era where more people are living a life that never was lived before, a better life, a roof over our heads, a plot of land, happiness, children, futures. The pandemic has destroyed some of it, but now we have wars everywhere. And it's not wars about food, it's wars about, it's politicians and wars fighting that we are the best and this is how I see things. They're not loving, they're not sharing anymore. And we need to get back to politicians sharing the love. We really do. The world is our feast. And it's something we need to save. It continues, time is up, it's time to save, here we go, to save the earth, here is the last chance. It is the last chance, Deemish, well said. It is. And that's why the Earth Song hit me then. I must have overlooked that particular verse when I was quickly looking at it, because this is the first time I'm reacting. But we need to save the earth and all the animals and the life form and everything. And can we balance, he continues, on the edge of fiery grave our future? Is it possible to save? So when our crazy pipe is failing, and I think so when our crazy pipe is failing, it's the call of the politicians and it's the directions of analysts and all those crazy people that should be locked up. I really am sick and tired of hearing everybody's opinion that's an analyst and don't want to hear your opinions. I want to hear the people go out in the streets and vote for politicians that will save our planet. That's what I want to hear. And everybody else I'm not listening to. Because we decide to follow the light of our soul, what we feel. Here is the last chance, he says. Can we balance on the brink of fiery grave? Our future is it possible to save? So when our crazy pipe is failing, in other words, when the politicians fail and they fail to disagree, can the people rise and say, this is what we want to save the world? We stop the trailing, he continues. We're making the final turn from wrong to right. Just our final turn from wrong to right. We're choosing life. We're choosing life. Amen to that. We are. Here's the last chance, he continues in the last verse. Pipers lead us to the slaughter long enough. And it's like what you see in the video, the Christ figure walking towards, with all his followers, towards the mountain. Mountains are very symbolic in videos of having to climb what we climb in life. And then when we reach the top, do we get what we want? I think through prayer and faith and love and companionship and sharing our innermost thoughts with each other, I think, yes, we can. He says, night is falling, fate is tightening the noose. So when our leaders, and here is Demas saying this, so when our lead is failing, we decide to stop the trailing. We are making the final turn to right. We're choosing life. We're choosing life. Amen to that. That is what this song is about. And when Demas sang that chant, he was doing a chant to reach our souls, sending it out to the audience, sending it out to all those that watch the video, that when the leaders fail, and they're failing badly, we can rise up and start putting our groups, our messages, our thoughts together, social media, through different forms, and say, stop this. Because as he said at the end, we are choosing life. We are choosing life because none of us want to die. And for that message, I think I am so delighted that I have done this song. It has gone on for a bit longer than I thought, and I apologize. That's a very long video, but I can't shorten it because it had a powerful message to say, and it was 6 minutes long. So thank you for listening. Take care until the next reaction, and peace, love to all of you.